Sina, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Apombo Kode.
Inshallah. Yahoye.
Yeah, that's it.
How's it?
Nyamiado. But then, I said, Ashaiman, what?
Matiana, Junum semi redeem.
I'm a fashion, say, military, no. Say, why they doing that? They say, no. Say, Uku sojani, no one reactor, and I question, what defeat you? Until no baby, and you're gonna pay. Ukuna won't kunu kwampaswa. On foul hunch, sir. At least, so, or ye be ma who say no. O come back, what can pimp. Wo now we international diplomatic consultant. You've seen all work be brave. When the president no matters negotiations I can say for 2 years. Is it normal for mobile monana so more support your mono?
It depends baby and penny free bar. First of all, military is for defense of any nation.
Defense of any nation. Say yeah, population of 1,000.
Even Vatican.
Vatican.
Vatican saying holy see no.
As
about 35 strong military men are guided the Vatican, who of course certainly Italians, Swiss government, and neutrality inti normal form guide the Vatican. Even Vatican on call or weapons.
Let's say you cry quite heavy being weapons.
Vatican when he structured army but was structured weapons. Our military guide Vatican. That is the city of the Vatican, which is Holy See. Swiss. Let's put it this way. Military forces, and you're only military for no one. Police and either you call it paramilitary, or the call it the security family, and I say, taking care of protecting your law, either police or national security and all that. Yes, but the uniform men, so the uniform was not just created like that. And say, police in Ibako. Nipa hunu kura no dwane. Meanwhile, I'm so be kura na hoden no. Your police for my hoden or form pa. Do you understand? But will be who uniform now. The uniform alone intimidates them. What does it? And Diana very difficult. So be margin say. Minim what really this side the nearby say. It doesn't matter of his age, but once you be ba, or you'll be near, or you'll be knu maybe, and I say, or you'll be off as now in a uniform. And the story that we've been told, and as we've heard and said, minimum say it's just very
1 year
a young private
very
soldier.
Young private soldier.
Now for whichever day or year particularly ultimate channel stable. This thing is becoming in Ghana. But Debia no muya form hoodie. Several instances are yakum police for Ukrumha. Several. But then we only feel the emphasis and the highlights only when a military were and as we military. They have made it a point say even police go attacking military, they don't give it easy. It's a defense force. Defense. And it's a purely force. And to them, no, it will be very, very difficult for anybody. Because what watch here, even in the country Ghana, your politicians, you know, some can also move from near man military force. Why watch it? Politicians timber 10 radios no a police attempts are no. But you have weakened the police. They are not as easy as that. They were not easy like that. When I'm weakening when I'm using because of the civilian and the civil nature of their work attached, you know. But you don't go there and do that to military. Me, I will not begrudge with the military say bia boni biaba yaku military bi. Yes, yenim adekode, but the law says so be the bonia. Say boni bi no ya your public your civilian arrest. Public usutimi arrest. Individuals usutimi arrest if that is the case. Nanka fani ya den. What is the Michel? Monfane police station na bibi atisa. But I don't really know up to now. No, the news and I said the facts of the matter is still very scanty. The root cause and investigation has also not revealed at the Kodepotia Ebaya Omuchi Nukunu. What I say? Now, there's a possibility. You see, So a choir a possibility, and I said the possible will be a BB Sabit Messini say. Once a shaman, I'm sorry, but the reality is that a bit rough kakra. A hotspot, and I say one of the Ghana bad areas, and some of the places bad zones. Let me put it that way. It be na make us be a young boys almost shit. And I say omotiho, omo yom huye. And coincidentally, so it's an accident and incident coinciding. So it could have been say coincidentally and incidentally no okopie omoso. So they thinking say ebia obeya arrest. That's one possibility. And a man basa. Then the second question would also I'll ask and say, is the guy a person who lives in the area? If it's a guy who lives in the area, nebia or no be a rift between you and I meaning is another possibility. There's also a third possibility, say, a be crying a quote unquote. I'm very cautious here. Now the girlfriend be and I know Okosano. And I say Oko in neighborhood. And then they be a former boyfriend be as so. Those are some of the incidents. But ironically, it will be very difficult say a young guy, police soldier ni or non kwa maybe at that particular place and say Ontimin Council on Kokoya arrest be military originally no, they don't go to such area and so on baby so Koya arrest. Chairs and operations and no mokochubi. But so non kwa said until it could be say Uchem and I share that accident no. It could be say okovesity obi and the beer boys no ayo muniama. So with the reliability thinking say oya den okakoye omo obabechi man say oye team biombe operations and omo attacking. It could also have been say they have thought say be a weapon one home. And Ashaiman is a zone they also like weapons. We all know. E be anan ko mu kwakoye den e ko kire no age weapon the one who thinking. Of course, he's a soldier, brave soldier. He will try to what I say, and it be an incident. But then what I was saying is, Nyamin Fanny Crency, every blood lost is seriously a sad story.
So now let's see the action of the
action
military.
of the military. And I just said, you cannot give the military a working timeline and then also parameters within which they should operate when a member is affected. Bear in mind. Okay, bear in mind. Say military echo war. As long as he was in the uniform, say military call war. Nesebia yatunutia. When his colleagues are going for him, anything that they will meet, be feel say a obstruction, no, they crash it down. Yes, of course. Of course. Yenya, the late Captain Chikata, the incident of Congo. One Ghanaian battalion be koya na ono and commander. And when a battalion Ghana Captain Kojo Chikata, either they killed a Ghanaian or they killed any of the army. And when they were going there for the rescue and then also to retaliate, and I say Omoko Hono, the instructions was that anything movable, including dogs, including animals, anything movable, crash it down.
Wow.
It's on Ghana military archives. Anything movable, put it down. So ye nipa, so ya boa, so ya kraman, say bo chancing, ekwa ni twa no crash it down. And they did. And got themselves liberated. And you don't go into that side of the military. Quote unquote, say military wire bonny crown or call baby choir bonny. Nasa muchin ye ni bibia. In the only case, surprisingly, Ghana Army, I'm fancy Nyame Eso Makumam was Captain what's the name of the young man? Major free Ekuno. Ahmed. Was Ahmed?
Yeah.
Major no.
Mahama.
Major Mahama.
Yeah.
Yes. On say no military no choir no. They would have done more. But within a day, they suppressed, they stopped, because they realized that and then it's also in the military law. So when in operations are involve military no self-defense and answer or for such operations, they are to spare kits and they are to spare old women and they are to spare women. Except a woman, try say, charge at them, no, then they have access to deal with you. They would have dealt with it. And then Kokra for soon come. And he said, Ashaiman for young army officer, what pass out. One, the recruitment process in Ghana, before say Befau army today. Excuse me, the reality is that a kakra na busuan for bebo ansa no akọ enlistment. Don't go even there. It makes man simply too sad. A kwa obefa so a obekọ army ni mu. Wonya koma enlistment enya for mu na training no good number of them yesade wo mbafie. So nim Ghana ye line. Oh yeah. Ya fa wo mu no. Ye tum do ma aye hard training ne ba. Na number no mo penetrate na apruka numbers na abefrem obi a say ya foul what years ka ya foul quote unquote what I say ya foul but what could train one pass and there's own team could use ka wo bia ho and these things no na watima young man na go through and wa pass it out wa share ni uniform what I say and so free I mean omo e ba for the police in our pass out and are you two crowd down in the police at there what I say because we share a police college t-shirt need to gas we are no share nam come do parking soon ye no na say share uniform the first thing no stop trotro driver because one say or person wants to testing ability say well you know what the ones who share uniform now ko chi ni kunu sa e wo bia ya do you understand
train ya wa from wo
e wo bia ya no what I say it will be a the only thing that I will say here and say in more year response na SSS so no is very important because at the end of the day innocent people are also affected but the military will also refer you say he was also innocent person who was referred into I do one there maybe the military there when it comes to that it is difficult unlike the police for I'm sorry to say Omo dom who to say military when it comes to matters like that. Yes, partly no a yomu training. Say, omo there, mfan say purely they are the public or they are the civilians with the civilians. Let me put it that way. And there are no management, crisis management, you know, omo use force. But even now, so I watch here under Dampari and some of the other police commissioners in and say operation heads in Biabakon. Or no delay omo deal with you. What I say? We are rough is up and say what attack him. I said, police, come rob. What try say? Who best change? They will finish you. And it's a military there. No matter how, say ukum military. Now omo back the fielder. They will make sure say their presence is registered and as own presence is felt. What does it mean? They are sending a signal. Say tomorrow it be somewhere in Ashaiman. Omonti say bibia omukum so yeni bituan. That is what they reacted. When it comes to that. One thing you can get for sure, army generals, army commanders, you will not get one single one our baby tree woman. So be a police station, police for. They stood by them.
Yeah. The minimum say yes, so okwa bonte ho koye whatever. Now utimba camp ho. Now be anchiwa bonte, they will stood by you or they will whatever they will defend you.
And I make sure say who come. So no so call baby nan who come. No your access friend and for military they will come because it is the law of the defense. And the kudo here and it's not the matter. But the uniform has to be protected. You didn't call we are. That's why you team didn't call guard room. But say you be jam military. What is the essence of the defense then? Or no nurse will defend the four corners of the country. And this a BB koya back now watching. No man to my rescue now. Even though it's a rescue operations.
So there may be some you are still not.
I've answered you, say.
So do you support the action on what
I support the military action, say. Omakumobi, no more call it a fight finding mission. I'm also saying, say the SSS, no, I'm against, but then no, I cannot stop a military from whatever action that they take. I almost lost. Unless I'm sitting here to challenge the military and their conditions and their laws. I cannot challenge it. But I'm saying, say, omo remember what they know. Say, cry, Emma, and penyinform, Emma, kokra. What they say, they do not. But if they deem right, in their own view, say, young boys say, because you can't kill Obi, say, Yahuni Pakre Kuno. Do you think any Pakum easy? Say, Wa Obi Sika, Eden Obesu. Until the people in the area, why the military take such action now, a combat area, they go combative. And the Ramomian say they want somebody to say something, and I said they want people to say when but this is the case. This is Ghana for you. Obi abakas unim dia anya ya bomo. What is them so ya dom ya no mako. I don't agree and I don't disagree, but then I also side say area no Ghanaians must be able to, in matters like this, say women na ye and I say nipa we ni hu so ogina no. Ukuma bi de neto asa wa ya akoko. You can't do that.
Now what could be not a book a crowd said and our booming.
Man, I'm just
what could be
what could
I book?
What couldn't it say Ojan and what no Jan could be Ojan Crabby Makuni the natural bunting. Papa, me and cohort me and that topic in too much. Why? Yenya military move new Majuma.
All right, so
what I say.
Farouk Al Wahab and our 10 and Kano.
Hello, Abusiafo. But Sunburst medicated powder. Now, on your form. Hey, say when a man in swans one years is still never good out at all. About cock, I'm a what so.
Or
don't. It's what's now I'm why you say a crow. Take a career, a yam, a crow, a juniper de aboso, and nunye, Sunburst medicated ointment, a beb wow.
My possum, to me.
Ni Pedro be onia ments na ho ma honam ya enwu wani maase waposo complaining na et so betwa koto Sunburst herbal balm ye from mama Sunburst products edutwem
Obenya Sunburst products our pharmacies any herbal shops at to phone friend 0554 907 393 FDA agidwadi nkra atuo yatum